everyone, this is Carolina, and today I'm going to be showing you how to do the emboss resist technique on canvas featuring some Unity stamps. And I found these 3x3 canvases at a local store. The kit I'm going to be using from Unity is from 2010. It's called, it's a kit of the month, and it's called All You Need. And the little images I'll be using here are these little trees. So first I'm going to go ahead and just run my embossing buddy through my canvas just so I can get rid of any static or leftover embossing powder that I may not want. And then I'm going to go ahead and ink up my images. I went ahead and put it on my Unity B handle, and I'm going to take Versamark. I inked up the pad really well, and I'm going to ink up my image as such. It's important that you have your pad inked up well so that you get enough Versamark on your image. Then turn my canvas upside down and press into the image. The reason for this is because I have that gap right there in the middle, and that way I can make sure I capture every bit of the image onto the canvas itself. And it's a little hard to tell, but trust me, it's there. And you'll see it once I start pouring the embossing powder. Go ahead and put it on a piece of scrap paper, because this way, when I like to sprinkle quite a bit of embossing powder, and any leftover I can go ahead and just put it back into the bottle, and I'll show you how I do that. And I just noticed there's a little bit of embossing powder that I don't want right there. So what I like to do is take a thin paintbrush that I only use for this, for embossing powder, and then just remove it. Just brush through and take it off. And what will happen here is when I go to heat up the rest of the image, it won't basically capture that piece and make it all ugly. So anyways, let me go ahead and put this leftover embossing powder back in my little bottle so I can reuse it again. And that's why I like to use a scrap piece of paper. That way nothing goes to waste. So with that, go ahead and take out your embossing gun and start embossing. So let me go ahead and bring it up so you can kind of see the image come to life here. Okay, and with that, you're done. So now we're ready to start inking it up. I take a dauber as well as some color box chalk, fluid chalk ink pad. I'm using the lime pastel for demonstration purposes, but I'll have the rest of the colors up on my blog under supply list as far as what colors I use. I like to ink up my dauber and then just top off before I start, just in circles, start going around the edge of the canvas. And then I'll ink up my dauber again, stamp off, and then I'll do this one more time. As I get towards the middle, I'm not going to ink up my dauber anymore. I'm just going to use whatever ink is on my dauber to kind of fill in the middle, because I want the middle to be a little lighter. And again, I'm just going in circles to finish off the image. And if you don't like, once you go through the whole process and you want a little more color, you can just repeat the same process all over again. Okay, so I want to just kind of see where I'm at here. So I'm going to take a paper towel, and with paper towel, I'm basically polishing those embossed images to bring out the white, since I went ahead and used detail white opaque embossing powder on this. And this is the first part of this. This video is the first video of two to show you how I did this technique. On the second one, I'm going to show you how I embellished all these cute little trees and how I finished the project.